Hey friends, it's me and my beautiful video skills again. Let's see. There we go. Much better. I'm back home. No fun road trip workouts today. But I do have a semi-announcement that will become an official announcement when it's official. We are looking at creative ways to do tandem videos so that even though I can't work out with you in person, you could work out at the same time as me live, and it'd be like we're in person because we'd be side by side. So starting next week, we're gonna roll that out, fun Friday workouts. So if any of you wanna volunteer to be a part of that or sign up, just leave a message in the comments or contact me on my own personal Facebook and let me know. But today, we're gonna be doing the usual. If you're joining us for the workout, you need 3 things. First and foremost, your own music, because I can't play any for you. The second thing you're gonna need is an object that you can press overhead with one arm safely multiple times. And the third one is some type of bench, couch, chair, an elevated piece of furniture that you could put a foot on, because we are gonna be doing some single leg squats. So 3 things, mandatory: your own music, something to press overhead, and something to put your foot on. Optional, a good attitude, enthusiasm. Let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. The first thing we want to do is get our blood flowing to our joints. So go ahead and swing your arms side to side 10 times. And then up and down 10 times. And then same thing with your legs. I recommend putting your hand on a wall or something, but forward and back 10 times. And side to side 10 times. Switch to your other leg. Last but not least, go ahead and take a wide stance. Reach up towards the ceiling. Really push your fingers up as if you're trying to touch it, and then you're gonna bend in half, opposite foot. When you go back to the standing position, make sure you continue to reach. Go ahead and do 10 of those. We'll call them pinwheels. You don't have to touch your toes. If your hamstrings are tight, you can just fold and touch your shin or your knee. But make sure you reach up. Activate those shoulders. Hopefully you're counting. I have no idea if that was 10 or even close. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the workout. So if you had a chance to look at it in the comments, it's an alternating on the minute, meaning you're gonna, at the beginning of the minute, start work for 40 seconds. And in that 40 seconds, you might do 10 reps or 20 reps or 100 reps, whatever it is. And then you're gonna rest for 20 seconds. At the beginning of the next minute, you're gonna start the next move. Work for 40 seconds, rest for 20, and then so on and so forth. We are doing it for 12 minutes and there's 4 moves. So if my math is right, which it might not be, that makes 3 rounds. So before we get started, I just wanna make sure we're good with the moves. So if you look at the first one, It's single leg split squats. And our focus today is balance. So balancing it out, we will be doing a lot of unilateral. So first one side of the body, then the other, and also a cool little balance activity. But I feel like balance is a good theme when we head into the weekend. I feel like for me personally, life is starting to take on a more, I hesitate to use the word normal, but even keeled flow. So this is kind of what life is for me and for us now. And I can do this. Like, it's good. I got it. But the other side of that is, now what does my self-care look like in this new lifestyle, in this new environment, in this new way of living in the world? So with the weekend coming, I hope to turn off electronics and remove myself from them as much as possible. Whereas before, I would use a lot of electronic interactions as my self-care, like writing or communicating with friends, etc. I don't want to do that anymore because I'm kind of burnt out on it from work. So I just thought, like, heading into the weekend, balance would be a super cool focus. But we're going to work on balancing our bodies. So the first move is a single leg split squat. Actually, I should probably put this on the side so you can see. So these are really awkward to get into. Basically, you're going to put a foot on a chair, and you're jumping your other foot forward, and you're going to squat down. The deeper you go, the better, but you're going to feel it a lot on the leg that's on the chair, the posterior, and a lot on your front, the anterior of the front leg. Squat down and up. And then switch legs. For our warm-up, I'd like you to do 2 or 3 per leg just to make sure your setup's all right. Now, if you're feeling wobbly, just squeeze your glutes. That's where your balance is going to come from. The same is true for our next move, the single arm presses. So I'm using a can of black beans. Even though it's an arm movement, I need to stay really tight in my core. So I'm going to squeeze my glutes, tighten my abs. I heard an instructor say this. You want it to be like if you could breathe, but if someone were to punch you in the stomach, you would buckle, punch you lightly. That's the type of bracing you want in your core. So once you're there, you're going to push up, keeping your elbows close to your ear as possible. None of this. And down. And then switch. Try a couple on the other arm. You're going to want something you can do at least 10 presses without your arm going, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. The next move is called a balance lunge. This one feels super weird, but it helps reprogram your brain for balance. So you're going to stand hip width apart. You're going to take a step forward. And then you're going to lean your weight onto that front foot until your foot comes up, touch your hands to the ground, and then come back up. Then you're going to take another step forward, lean, so your foot comes up, touch, and come back down. It reminds me of those little, like, bird things you would put on a desk that kind of, like, dip forward and back up. I made that look easy because I've done hundreds of them. Believe me when I tell you, no matter how fit I thought I was, when I first started doing those as kind of like a hip rehab thing, I was like, what in the actual, I cannot do these things for the life of me. And that's where I learned the trick of squeezing your glutes to provide balance and stability. Anyways, I talked a lot today. So I'm going to just let you know, we won't practice it. The fourth move is to get our heart rate up. You can actually jump rope if you have one, or you can jump as if you had a jump rope if you don't. Any questions? Okay. Before we get started, I'm going to post the workout again in case there's anybody new here. But it looks like we have no questions. So we're going to get started. I'll call out the moves. Hopefully you have music, so all you hear is me calling out the moves and nothing else. But it's 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. You get to dictate how fast you go and how much you get done. Oh, thanks, Holly. She's ready. We're doing it. All right. Start with your single leg split squats. So go ahead and get in position. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, start. Remember, if you're wobbling, squeeze that butt. Five more seconds and we'll switch legs and switch. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to rest for 20 and then start with strict press. You can also use dumbbells if you have them. Probably 12 pounds would be a good weight. 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, stay tight. Keep that elbow close to your ear. Five seconds. And go ahead and switch. And rest. Next, we're going to have balance lunges. A wide stance works well for this. You don't want to be close like a tightrope. And go ahead. Ten more seconds. And rest. Get ready for jumping with a real rope or a pretend one. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. These little baby jumps are really nice if you live in an apartment too, so that your downstairs neighbors don't get frustrated. I know when I jump rope for real, it's like stomping. Seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Two more times. Great. Go ahead and get ready for your single leg split squats. 3, 2, 1, and go. And go ahead and switch legs. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Get ready for single arm strict press. 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, and switch arms. And rest. Coming up next is balance lunges. All right, go ahead and lean forward, touch. Your fingers should just barely touch the ground. If you wanted to work on transitioning into handstands, you could put your hands overhead, lean forward, touch, come back up, lean forward. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next we have jump rope. Big deep breath. And 3, 2, 1, go. Seconds. And rest. All right, one more round. Go ahead and get ready for your split squat. This is our last set. So if you're feeling fresh, go a little bit faster, do some more. If your legs are a little tired, try to go at least the same pace. Push yourself through it. Remember, you can do anything for 20 seconds. Unless there's pain, like ouchie joint pain, then you shouldn't. Go ahead and switch. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Maybe you want to grab a heavier cam good or whatever you're pressing for the last set. Maybe you want to go lighter. Listen to your body. Get ready in 3, 2, 1, and go. And switch arms. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Last set of balance lunges. 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten more seconds. And rest. All right, friends. Last but not least, one more set of jumps. Take a deep breath. Your real or imaginary jump rope ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 seconds. Push it just a little harder. And done. Grab some water, take a big deep breath, and then we will stretch. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, the first stretch I want to do, I really like because it gets your ankles, a little bit of your hip flexors, your quads, sometimes your hamstring. So it starts in a lunge. I like to think of like a 90-degree angle on my front leg and another 90-degree angle on my back leg. Then once you're here, you just push your front leg forward until your heel starts to come up. And then you lean on that leg with your body weight and reach your hands. So it should also stretch that back one. Big deep breaths. Lexi says hi. Holly says she likes it. That means so much to me. Thank you for commenting. Love you, ladies. It's good. Sometimes it's even for me. I love fitness too. It's my favorite thing, really. But sometimes it's like, ugh, do I really want to? But as soon as I get going, I always feel better. And then I feel even more better when I know other people are enjoying it too. That community part of working out is just the best. All right, from here, come on up and drop that front leg. We're gonna go directly into pigeon on the same side. Or as I like to call it, yoga nap. All right, now we're gonna do the opposite leg. I'm just gonna show it from a different angle. So start on all fours. For me, it's my right foot or whatever your opposite one is. Bring that forward, get tall, push that knee out over my toes. Once I'm in a comfortable position, push that back leg back and put your hands out to the side so you can really rest your body on that front leg. Should feel it in your ankle, maybe your calf. And then from here, go ahead and pull that foot in to pigeon. And relax. Hey, that's another balance thing. We went from working out hard to relaxing at the end. Balance, baby! All right, one more deep breath. Come on out of it. And as always, thank you so much for being here. I'm not going to be doing fitness over the weekend. However, Brian Quinn does his Saturday morning workouts, so you could always check that out, or I'll put a link in the comments on the YouTube page where you can find every workout we've put on Facebook since our live programming went into action way back in March. So if you're looking fit over the week, you can definitely find something there. All right, friends, I'll see you Monday, 3 p.m. Have a good one.